Did you know that after the age of 30, adults can lose up to 1% of their bone mass every single year? That means weaker bones, higher risk of fractures, and even long term mobility issues. But the good news is that studies show just 60 seconds of impact exercise like box jumping can dramatically strengthen your bones, boost your energy, and even save you money on future healthcare costs. One single daily minute that can change the entire trajectory of your health, wealth, and happiness. Welcome to the Big Daddy's Big Tips podcast, the daily podcast helping everyday people go from feeling stuck to building momentum, confidence, and freedom, one daily step at a time. This is not a podcast about hacks or hustle. It's about the quiet power of habit-driven lifestyle design, where your health, wealth, and happiness are upgraded slowly and sustainably through what you do today, what you do tomorrow, and what you do the day after that. Because it is not the handful of big decisions that shape your life. It's the thousands of tiny ones you make each and every day. What you eat, how you move, what you buy, what you say yes to, who you spend time with, how you react to situations. Ultimately, it's about what I like to call your daily wins versus your daily drifts. Because every single decision that you make in your day creates a ripple effect. That ripple will either be a positive one, taking your life in the right direction, or it will be a negative one, taking you in the wrong direction. The right direction takes you towards a future you that's flourishing and thriving. The wrong direction results in you feeling stuck. Now, feeling stuck can mean different things to different people. It could be constant tiredness, struggling with sleep, not liking the reflection in the mirror, aches and pains that won't go away, or simply lacking the energy to do the things you want to do. It might mean living paycheck to paycheck, never quite getting on top of debt, struggling to budget or struggling to save, or feeling like your income potential is capped. Maybe it's knowing that you should invest for the future, but never quite getting round to taking any action. Being stuck can often be about what's missing on the inside. It could be stress, anxiety, lack of purpose, low self-worth, strained relationships, feeling like you're just going through the motions, or even struggling to be present with the people that you care about. The truth is, whatever form stuck takes, it always feels heavy. It slows you down, it clouds your decisions, and it convinces you that change has to be too big or too overwhelming. But what I want you to know, and what this podcast is all about, is that you don't need a dramatic leap to escape feeling stuck. You just need to start redirecting your life journey by changing your ripple effects. And we do this one daily win at a time. Because whether your ripple effects are working for you or against you, they're invisible at first. They're barely noticeable after a few weeks. But as the months and the years roll by, they become too big to ignore. And where you find yourself today is the result of your life journey thus far. You've been taken on that journey because of the ripples that you've created. The ripples that you've created have been the result of the thousands of micro decisions you've made each day. And the decisions you've made each day are the result of how well primed your body has been on those days. Or as I like to refer to it, how well primed your vessel has been. Look after your vessel, and making good decisions is easy. Choosing daily wins is easy. Allow your vessel to build up rust, on the other hand, and you will find yourself very easily distracted by and tempted by the bad decisions, the daily drifts. And I know what you may be thinking. Maybe you've tried to change in the past, but you started too big. Or maybe you focused on one specific area of your life whilst the others slipped away. Maybe you think change has to be dramatic, or that you have to wait for the perfect time. Those are the same false beliefs that I had to break for myself, because the truth is, the smallest daily shifts, when stacked the right way, can change everything. And the beauty of the Big Daddy's Big Tips system is that you don't need to change everything. You just need to start priming your vessel a bit better. Guard what goes into your body, prioritize how you move your body, and prioritize how you rest your body. Each tip you hear from me is part of that exact system, part of that journey that helps you better prime your vessel so that you can shift from daily drifts to daily wins, from noise to clarity, from feeling stuck to feeling free. Because the BDBT movement is not just about saving money, it's not just about getting fit, it's about creating a life that you can feel proud of. By breaking down the overwhelming into the achievable and by getting there one daily step at a time. So imagine this. You're at home, maybe in your kitchen or your garage or even outdoors. You've got a sturdy step, a stable box, a low bench, anything that's fixed or in a stable position, or even your own staircase at home, or the staircase in your building if you don't have stairs in your home. Instead of scrolling your phone for 60 seconds, you set yourself the smallest challenge imaginable. Jump up, step down, repeat. Just 1 minute. Today's tip is this. Do 60 seconds of box jumping each day. Not because you want to become a professional athlete, not because you're chasing a six-pack, but because this 1 minute of purposeful movement builds stronger bones, boosts your mood, and pays huge dividends for your health, wealth, and happiness down the line. Here's the truth. Bones are living tissue. They respond to stress, and just like muscles, they adapt when challenged. Without impact, bones weaken over time. That's why so many people face osteoporosis or fractures later in life, not because they weren't strong ones, but because they stopped giving their bones the signals they needed to stay strong. Osteoporosis is a condition where your bones become weak and brittle because they've lost density over time. Instead of being strong and resilient, they become porous. Imagine something that looks like honeycomb, still holding their shape, but significantly more vulnerable than when they were at their strongest. This makes them much more likely to break from even small bumps, twists, or falls that wouldn't normally cause an injury. Box jumping, or any safe impact exercise, is one of the most effective ways to send that signal. Just 60 seconds a day is enough to kickstart the adaptation process, and the ripple effects go far beyond your skeleton. There was a time when I spent long stretches behind a desk, hunched over screens, and my fitness revolved around periodic cardio, or at least what I was convincing myself was enough cardio. I convinced myself I was doing enough. But then I learned about bone density decline and realized I wasn't coming close to giving my body the kind of stimulus that it wouldn't just benefit from, but which it absolutely needs for longevity. So I started small. One sturdy step in my home, just a minute of box jumps, up, down, each morning. At first, I laughed at how short it was, but soon I noticed a difference. More energy, better posture, sharper focus. And when I went for a medical checkup about a year down the line, my bone health indicators were indeed stronger than they were before and stronger than expected for my age, which was proof to me that this micro habit was worth its weight in gold. So how does this benefit your health? Box jumping boosts bone density. It reduces fracture risk and it supports healthy aging. But it also strengthens your heart, your lungs, and your muscles. A quick burst of jumping fires our fast twitch muscle fibers, the ones you need for balance and stability. That means fewer falls, fewer injuries, and more confidence as you move through life. In terms of your wealth, healthcare costs linked to bone fractures, falls, or poor mobility are massive. By keeping your bones strong, you're not just protecting your health, you're protecting your wallet. And there's another angle here. 1 minute of high intensity movement improves your focus and productivity for hours afterwards. That sharper focus can save you from costly mistakes, boost your earning potential, or it can help you show up better or even at your best at work or in life. In terms of happiness, there's something powerful about explosive movement. You feel alive, energized, confident. That single minute of box jumps acts like a reset button, shaking off sluggishness, lifting your mood instantly. On tough days, it reminds you that strength and vitality are still within reach. Over time, that builds self-belief and resilience. And here is something you might not expect. Impact training stimulates hormones that improve brain health. Research shows that it boosts growth factors linked to memory and learning. So by jumping on that box for 1 minute, you're not just training your body, you're sharpening your mind. So how do you start? You don't need a gym, you don't need fancy equipment, a safe step, a low platform, or even just jump squats on the spot. Start small, go at your own pace, focus on consistency. 1 minute every day. That's all it takes to build momentum. The point is this: transformation doesn't come from overhauling your entire life. It comes from small, deliberate wins stacked daily. 60 seconds of box jumping isn't about fitness perfection. It's about sending ripples of strength, energy, and confidence into every part of your life. And if you would like to lock this habit in and see the impact it can have on your life, I recommend getting your free copy of Big Daddy's Foundation Blueprint. Much more than just a tracker, it's a system that shows you how small daily actions like box jumping stack up over time across your health, wealth, and happiness. You can use it to track your daily wins, you can use it to spot your daily drifts, and watch your momentum build week by week. Because when you see it written down and when you measure the ripple, that's when it really starts to sink in. That's when it becomes part of who you are. You can get your free copy from the link in my bio on Instagram. You can get it from my website or from the show notes below. So if today's tip has got you thinking in any way, please share it. Not just online, but with someone in your life who you think might benefit from it too. Because real change spreads when we pass it on, and your unique ripple effect may just be sparked when you have that conversation and share your new knowledge. Even better, try explaining the tip in your own words to somebody that you know. If you can teach it, you're far more likely to remember it. And if you'd like the full breakdown of this tip, with the extra examples, bonus strategies, and a free, dedicated, downloadable guide to help you actually implement it, head over to Instagram and drop me the keyword in the show notes below, and I will happily send you the free guide directly. Combine this with my foundation blueprint, and it will stand you in very good stead for ingraining this tip into your unique schedule. So if this episode has sparked anything for you, come and hang out with me on Instagram and TikTok, where you will find me every day at Big Daddy's Big Tips, sharing simple, high impact, literally, tips to boost your health, wealth, and happiness, one small daily win at a time. You'll also find weekly bingo cards to keep you motivated. You'll find free downloads to dive deeper and make change easier. You'll find weekly go lives that feel like a proper pep talk, as well as more honest chats just like this. Make sure you're following so you don't miss the next tip that could change everything. And if you've tried any of my tips so far, I would love to hear from you. Send me a DM, tag me in your progress. This is just the beginning. And I want you to know how proud I am of you, and I want you to know that you're not going on this journey alone. If you need any help or are unsure in any way about implementing this tip or about the benefits that it can offer you, reach out and I'll be in touch to help. Thank you for being here. Thank you for coming on this journey with me. And remember, your future does not change in one big leap. It changes in the next small step you take today. So why not start right now? Get that vessel primed, create the positive ripple effects, and enjoy a truly life-changing journey, one small daily step at a time. I end each episode by asking you a question that you can answer in the comments below, and today's question is this: if 1 minute of effort could make your bones stronger for decades, what small, high-impact action would you be willing to try today? Have a think, let me know what springs to mind, and add it in the comments below, because I would love to hear from you. Big love, Big Daddy.